Hi, you're welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to cover your bra cup with lining. Okay, so at that point, the number of the bra cup is written. I'm using size 40. Okay, so now I'm going to fold my fabric just like so. You fold it into two, one, then you fold again because I'll be cutting out a circle. Just the way you cut out a circle skirt. Okay, so I'm using an overall length of 5 inches from the edge. Okay, so I only measure 5 inches all through. It's actually work for me, you understand? So not really like there's a particular standard. It's just to cut enough fabric that will go around the bra cup. So even when I'm using size 38, 36, I still go with this 5 inches of a circle. Okay, so we'll cut it round, but remember to fold it into 4 places, just the way I did. You cut it round, then I've opened it up, but not completely. So just see, I try to cover it to make sure it covers the bra properly. So you can see it does. So now I'll locate the midpoint of this fabric now. Just locate the midpoint with the chalk. Excuse me. So at the both end, you can measure up to 1 inch. 1 inch, 3/4 inch of or half inch. So I measure about half inch on both sides. Then you connect it slantly to the middle, as if you're going to sew a dart. The way we sew that, you connect it slantly to the middle, and the same way to the other side. Also, they'll cut it out. Okay. Then the same thing with the lining. The same way I cut the same fabric, I cut the lining the same measurements. Then I'll cut that out also. Okay. Then you're going to stitch. If you can stitch on 1/4 inch is okay, or half inch. The fabric will still be enough. So you cut it out. Then you can notch, and you can also give it a good press. So I'm going to join the main fabric also, because cutting the middle, you now have two pieces, so you have to join it together. Then I notch also, open it up. So now I need to locate the middle of the bra cup also. Just try not to fold it for a long time, not to disrupt the shape. So just locate the midpoint so that the joining on the fabric can align at the midpoint. And please note, the same way you position this fabric should be the same way you position the other bust also, the other bra cup. It is two. So make sure the fabric lie the same way. The same way the fabric lie on this, it should lie the same way on the other bra cup, so that it will be uniform. Then you secure with pin to make sure it doesn't move around while sewing. Then allow the fabric to lie freely on the bra cup. Just let it be relaxed so that it won't change the shape. Then you're going to stitch close to the end. It doesn't have to be up to a quarter. Just close to the end of just to secure this. So just stitch around on the foam. So this is it. You stitch it around. Then you trim it. trim the excess. So this is the lining. So secure, place it directly on the line also, the way it is. That's the center line. Place it, but note the lining is going to come, you're going to place the right side to the right side first. Right side of the lining to the right side of the fabric. But this particular one now, you only stitch the upper part. So we're not going to stitch all around. So only stitch the upper part. Okay, so this you can stitch about 1/4 inch, but make sure the previous sewing won't show. Then the part you stitch, trim off the excess material. Then we'll turn it over. So this one is to make sure we have a clean up, but the down part, is going to be joined with the fabric. And if you are to stitch the whole of the lining, you won't be able to turn it over. So that's why we need to only stitch one side, then flip over the lining, then stitch the other part. So I have to secure with pin to make sure the fabric fall very well, and to make sure that my lining is not so obvious at the top. So I have to push the foam outward so that this lining can sit properly. So that by the time I push it to the right position, the lining is not tight. It's not too tight or hanging somehow on the bra cup. So after securing it, you can see I push it out back. So this way, the lining is well positioned. So now I'm going to stitch. Just stitch on 1/4 inch. Is okay. Or even smaller than that. Just to attach them together. Okay, so this is it. Then we trim it off. We trim the excess off. And we are done. You can see our bra cup is beautifully covered. This is beautiful. And personally, I like the outcome. I think with the fabric, everything, the result is fine. So please try this out and feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. If you have a better way or another method of doing this, no problem. Feel free to share it. Okay, so please remember to give this video a thumbs up. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please remember to subscribe. I know there are other ways to beautify your bra cup, but this is just one of them. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.